Hi everybody, this is Sean again. This is part 2 of the video. I'm at my house at 7705 Gillon Drive here in Rowlett. This is part 2 where I'm going to be doing a video of downstairs in the house. I'm going to kind of run through what goes through my mind when I do a rehab, but this one will just be of the first floor. I'm going to run through all the things that you should be looking for when you do your house. When you're talking to contractors and different things, like you should be thinking about some of this stuff. The second reason why I also do a video is because I can slow the video down. And when I'm at home, like in my own comfort of my own house, and like I can look at different things, I can think about what my design is going to be. I can count light switches and outlets and, you know, how big or small something kind of looks or that kind of thing. And I can just kind of get my mind wrapped around what needs to happen in the house. So let's go ahead and get this video started. I don't want this to be a very long video. And so the first thing that I always do in a house is, of course, take care of security. You do not know who that last owner is in the house. And you don't know if, you know, they got a criminal element to them. If they like stealing stuff. If they gonna show back up at the house after it's been sold. Actually, in this house, I actually have had something happen already. There's a shed that is beside this house outside. I'm going to demo it and tear it out anyway because it's old and rusted. But it had an old, like, single AC unit in the back of that little shed. And yesterday, it was here. Today, it is not. So I know that somebody's at least, like, has eyeballs on this house. It is rough. It is, you know, the grass is overgrown, so most likely people think it's vacant. But I have to keep that in mind because I'm not having you stealing my stuff on my watch now that I'm here at the house. So my first thing to do, of course, is security. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. The first thing I do at a house is take care of locks. I took out the old deadbolts and I went to Home Depot. This is a Defiant deadbolt and lock. I went through, these were really cheap, the contractor grade. But the one thing that I noticed about these when I was doing my locks is on this side, do you see this gaping hole that's here? There is no way your deadbolt would work with the little bitty screws that they give you. And so what I do is, I just had these at my house. I have some like 3-inch screws at my house, way longer than what they give you in the package. What I do is, when I put this plate on, those 3-inch screws, notice what it does. It goes through the plate, into the sill, and then into the 2x4 that goes right behind the actual lock itself. And so if somebody were going to try to like kick this door in or something like that, they'd have to basically break this whole thing out in order to be able to get into the house. The bottom lock didn't work before, but in this one, now of course I have a bottom lock and a top lock, and then you just try to make sure that your door shuts and closes. Notice I'm gonna be tearing out this door anyway because you could actually just slide underneath here if you had to, and this door looks like, yeah, sugar honey, right? It definitely does. So I'm gonna be replacing this door at some point anyway, but at least right now while my guys are working and before I buy my door, it is at least secure in the front. All right, so some things that I found out in this one. Oh, also, go ahead and get yourself a lockbox so that you can put your key in there. So if a contractor's here or if they're gonna get here early or if you're at work, they can get their key. Make sure you give it a good, you know, combination or whatever that you guys have so that they can get in and out and they can keep working even if you are not here. Also with my lockboxes, I do change the code. I changed the code after about 3 or 4 contractors have been in the house because now there's 3 or 4 people who have access, and I change it. And so that the next set of contractors who are in here, they have to figure out how to get in, right? So this house, this is the one that had all the mold in it. Yep. This is my baby now. But we found out what caused this mold. I had water and electricity. Check that out. Woo, we got lights. I had water and electricity cut on yesterday. You want to cut on all your utilities to make sure everything works. But I had the guy cut on the water. And then what we found out was in this half bathroom, there's a sink right there. Actually, let me just get a little closer. There's a sink right here. When he cut that water on, this sink started spewing water like all over the place. Like it was coming out onto the floor, onto this. And I was like, whoa. Cut that back off. Because what I found was that is where the leak happened. And so what ended up happening in this house is he had let the water just run. So it had hit the floor, like basically we had like a mini flood, and the water had come all the way down, and it actually started making its way outside of the house. And so one of the neighbors noticed it and they called the city, and the city came out and shut the water and shut everything down. So at least I'm happy because I found where the leak is. I know how to tell, or where to tell the plumber to go in and check things. And I know what caused this mold. So basically the house got shut in after that. And so having all that water in here, just evaporating and doing all that, is what caused the mold to happen all around here. Okay. Now, mold is a problem. Everybody knows mold is a problem. So in what I'm going to do in this house, this is not a play. Like, I'm not going to have somebody come in here and try to do a patch job on my sheetrock. I need it ripped out. And so it is easier to have somebody to just rip your drywall out if you have mold versus trying to do any type of patch job. Because patch jobs, if they just try to cut around and do all that, like, one, you might not get it all. And then two, it's much easier to just do whole sheets like they did when the house was new versus just trying to like patch in little pieces. And I also want to check the insulation underneath to make sure that that doesn't have mold on it as well. Because if so, there's like a bio something spray that you spray onto mold to make sure it doesn't continue to grow, right? So I want to make sure that all that gets taken care of. So every mold, we're ripping out. Like everywhere where there's mold, we are ripping. I don't like wainscoting anyway, but we're gonna rip all that out. So when you see it all around here, we are ripping all that out. We're gonna check this wall, of course, because this bathroom, I'm ripping all the way down to the studs, because this bathroom, of course, if you notice, that is friggin' disgusting. I haven't even been in this bathroom yet. That bathroom is friggin' disgusting. That is not like wallpaper, that is mold. So I am ripping this whole thing out. Same thing on this side, you'll notice we got mold in here as well and some damage. So I'm definitely going to make sure we take care of that. We ripping, and just let them put in brand new stuff. All right. Absolutely. Now, the one thing I do like, because these floors are going as well. I'm going to rip these up. You'll notice how it's warping the floors. The only good thing is that it is a slab. And so that water basically just ran across the concrete and went on outside. But the wood flooring, this has to go. So all this is being ripped out. We're not worried about that. I'm adding can lights in this one. Of course, we're going to take out this popcorn ceiling as well. Nobody really does that anymore. I'm going to match the texture, which is called knockdown. I'm going to match that texture in the entire house so that it all matches. But I'm going to add can lights here, 2 and 2 there. And in this one, we're going to do a brand new fixture over there. All right, so pause. Let me go to the kitchen so you guys can see that, and then we'll keep on going. All right, here's our kitchen. Don't worry about the trash. Demo will be taking all of that out. But here is my kitchen. Now, what are we gonna do in here? One, I love light, natural light. I like light. So the first thing, we're gonna tear out this fluorescent. We're putting 4 cans in here as well, okay? Now, the reason why I couldn't make an island in this one is because this wall is where my refrigerator goes, and also gives me some cabinet space in here as well. If I tear this out, I have no other place to put my refrigerator. So this is staying, okay? That is the backside to the half bath that's here, so I can't rip that out. That has to stay. So this is going to get replaced, all right? Now, I'm not big on changing formats and all that kind of stuff, so I like that it has a pantry there, and I like our layout here. Now, what I do to kind of add into this one, instead of these 36-inch cabinets, I'm doing 42s so that this thing goes all the way up to the top. So we're gonna have larger cabinets up top, but the same layout. We're gonna do brand new appliances, of course, garbage disposal, nicer sink, much nicer faucet. All of that's gonna be much nicer. We're gonna do a nice microwave here, most likely either stainless steel or the new black stainless steel. I like those too. And then we do have gas in this house, but once they rip all that out, remember, that's mold. All that's gonna get ripped out, and so we'll just replace what we have. I also do not like these teeny little islands in the middle here. I like to have a lot more just walking space. So this is getting deleted for me. So that, gone, all right? So that is my kitchen. That's definitely what we're taking in this one. Not a big change. Notice I'm not changing the layout at all. The living room, AKA family room area, same thing. I'm adding lights in here. So it'll get a new fan and 4 can lights. 1, 2, 3, and 4 around there. I'm going to put either a really nice tile, or if there's enough to do it from the quartz on the countertops, I may put quartz there as well. I want to see. I'm going to put in a new gas in just the insert part, not the whole thing. So a new gas, and then have them spray in the back so that that's all black and brand new and looking good again. I like the mantle. We'll just have that repainted, and then everything else will get fixed up in this one. So that is the living room area in this house. Garage is here. Oh, my lights are out. Anyway, I kind of tell you what's going on. There's trash, of course. There is a hot water heater that is on that side. And so that is getting replaced. And then my electrician is going to take care of my electrical box in here. The cover is actually right there, and they're going to make sure that everything's taken care of with that one. The lights work. However, I do need a brand new garage door opener because that does not work. Remove popcorn ceilings in here, and really this room just gets a spray of white. Like, I'm not doing anything special in the garage area. It doesn't really need anything special. The garage door is fine. We're going to paint it white, just like the trim on the house. This door, same thing. There's nothing wrong. It just needs to be cleaned up. It is a big, heavy door, which I absolutely love. Of course, put new locks on this. I'll probably add a deadbolt to this as well. So put a new lock and then add a deadbolt into this one so that you have security here. And then we are good to go there. All right. Nice. Under here, once again, same thing. This door is fine. It needs to be cleaned and painted. Very good. New handles. I like going with black. Sometimes I do brushed nickel, but black is also good. I love this closet space. We're going to run the flooring, which is going to be a white oak flooring all throughout. So that'll run all in here as well. Flooring in there, same thing. White oak is going to go all the way through. It'll look and it'll pop once you get the staging and everything else taken care of. These mirrors are gone. That's just going to be a regular old, regular sheetrock in this one. And pretty much that's all you got downstairs. New blinds. If they're in good shape, maybe, but I doubt it. We'll most likely go ahead and get new blinds on everything. And this door right here is the only one where I'm just like, ugh, I don't know. I might get one new door for this little pantry space, but we'll see. All right. Other than that, that is guys right now. That is the downstairs area. Outside is a mess as well. I got a landscaper coming tomorrow. But these are just things that you definitely got to think about when you are going to rehab your house. I know you probably got questions, so definitely get on the calls, get onto your Facebook group, and ask away, ask whatever you want. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. See ya.